Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Well, I mentioned to you guys that for the rest of the month, I don't want to spend any money, just a little money for Christmas. So I have been doing this for years and years and years. And people always used to ask me, how do you do that? And I would say to myself, you stand next to me every day. You see everything I do. I remember one time I was eating, I just felt like eating it, but you know the Walmart French bread? I would eat a half a loaf. That was 50 cents. Okay, you don't have to be that cheap. But I just felt like eating that. So, okay, let's start out with for a while, not forever and ever and ever. I think that's a treat too. Like you could diet for a couple days. You could be really cheap for a couple days, and then you could eat a little better at the third or fourth day when it was really starting to get to you. Or you could eat really cheap during the week and then eat a little bit better on the weekend. So, okay, the cheapest food is oatmeal, eggs, bread, rice, bananas, beans, apples, pasta, peanut butter, and potatoes. And that really makes sense too. Because if you have, I call that basic food, and I eat that all the time. Here it is. If you have potatoes, you can make potato soup. If you have apples, you can make applesauce. If you have some French toast, you can put applesauce on the top. If you have some powdered milk, you can eat that on your oatmeal. If you have bread, you can make yourself some sandwiches with your peanut butter. So that's a good list. Okay, I will show you something. Okay, this is powdered milk. And I have a little meal plan for myself. And at some point, this came on top of a yogurt. So tonight is the night. I had leftovers. I like to eat the candy first and then eat the cereal. Okay. Now I have the cheapest storable food. Why even worry about the cheapest possible food? Just eat the food you like. Well, if the economy gets really bad and you have some of this storable food in the house, that is going to help you so much. My phone is being really bad. Top ramen. During the COVID, there was no top ramen, so I have about 6 cases in there. The thing about top ramen is each soup is one meal. If I was really broke, I would beat an egg with 1 tablespoon water, and then when the soup is done, I'd stir it in like egg drop soup. Number 2, pork and beans. You can eat it right out of the can. Oops, you can make baked beans. Bologna or salami or both. 1 loaf of white bread. That way you have, say if you eat a top ramen, you can have a sandwich as opposed to the egg. That works a lot better for me. If you have the white bread, you can toast it and put the pork and beans on top of it with an egg. Peanut butter and jam. Peanut butter and jam tastes especially good when you're hungry. Oh, rats, I lost half of my cereal. That is okay. Anyway, rats. I waited until I really felt like eating this. A lot of times, like if you eat at night, you just need a little meal, something like this. Peanut butter and jam, Velveeta cheese. I usually get the Walmart brand. It's cheaper. That way you have bread. You can make a grilled cheese sandwich. Powdered milk. Okay. Vienna sausages. You can fry your Vienna sausages in some oil. And then you can make an egg and you have bread. Or you can put your Vienna sausages in your top ramen. Large box of the cheapest cereal. I would go to the discount stores like Grocery Outlet, but Walmart has cheap, like Corn Flakes, Cheerios, Raisin Brans, the big bags. All right. Frozen burritos, hamburgers, and chicken sandwiches. Okay, I have my Jell-O and frozen fruit left from last night. I will eat one. So all this was lemon Jell-O, blueberries, strawberries, and mangoes that I had in the freezer. And what I learned from this is watch out the quality of your fruit. It's better if you freeze your own. This tastes better when it's frozen, but it's still good. Frozen burritos, hamburgers, and chicken sandwiches. Vegetable soup, like just plain vegetables. Chicken noodle and tomato. Okay, it used to be 50 cents a can. Now it's $1 a can. That is not a 6% increase. That is a 100% increase. 50 and 50 is 100 of $1. Okay. Tuna, 5-ounce cans. One of the followers said, just buy a case and put it under your bed. The packets are only 2.5 ounces. You're paying for the convenience of just slipping them into a piece of bread. Yeah. All this food is around $1. So what we're doing is that is a meal. All right. Taco Bell bean and rice burritos. Those are very tasty. Jack in the Box tacos. McDonald's free cheeseburgers or hamburgers. 7-Eleven 2 pieces of pizza. Or hot dogs. I made the best hot dog there. I didn't think of it. I saw a guy doing it and I did it. All right. I am really enjoying my leftovers from yesterday. I kind of learned this at the gym. Okay, pizza or hot dogs. So it was hot dogs, it was relish, it was some white onions, it was some homemade salsa, some really good salsa, it was some hot sauce, it was some pickles and jalapenos. That is so good. And I got the sausage, but I have sausages in the freezer, and I thought, you're going to make yourself some good hot dogs. 15 chicken or beef pot pies. 16 a can of chili. You can serve that on rice. You can serve that with cornbread, canned spaghetti, and meatballs. I would get the regular spaghetti and the regular meatballs. Deviled ham. I would get deviled ham as opposed to potted meat, and I would try to get all this stuff at the discount shops. Macaroni and cheese. You have your Velveeta cheese. So all you need is macaroni. You have your powdered milk, and hopefully you have some flour. Okay, and then everything you buy is water only, like pancake mix, cake mix, biscuits, pancakes, cornbread, and instant potatoes. And 21 is tea. So here, in case you would like a screenshot. This goes back to the criminals who rehearse things in their minds and they get all screwed up. The cops love that. You want to do this stuff. That is the best way to learn it. So that is the storable food. Now, okay, now, it has been reported that the fastest growing of homeless is seniors. And I saw this advice to seniors: get rid of your car. Never get rid of your car. What if you have to live in it? Just restrict your driving if you're really broke. But whatever you do, keep your car. And the thing is you want to make sure your car is in decent running order. But I would get the cheapest car I possibly could that ran good. Now my car has very low mileage on it, and I got it very, very cheap. So, say to yourself, okay, what if I had to live in my car? You don't want to rehearse it in your mind. You kind of want to do it just in case. I do that every single day. And guess what I found? Within time, my car started to get very untidy. A lot of people don't like to do that either if your car is too expensive. So I wouldn't go that way if I was even having to ever worry about living in my car. Okay, free clothes. Okay, they have churches and they have shelters that you can get free clothes. One of the food pantries here, the Adventist Church, has clothes for $1, and you can buy clothes half price at the thrift store, certain colors. Okay, this is one of the few sweaters that I bought last year, but I didn't pay full price. I bought it at an outlet. I'm really glad I bought it for $9.99. So this is its second year, so now this year's costing me $5. So I'll probably wear it a couple years and then I'll sell it at the swap meet. So think about, okay, they're saying one of the things that's going to happen is people are not buying as many clothes because they have less discretionary income. Well, you need stuff like I needed gym shoes. I didn't know where to get gym shoes, so I finally bought some at Target for $30, but I found the cheapest place is sale at Walmart. So before I need the next pair, I was talking to the lady today about this. Before I need the next pair, what I do is I've already trashed 2 pairs now. I'm trashing them at a rate of 1 per month. So before that time comes, I will buy a cheap pair. I mean, I really wreck them too. So the gym is very hard on your clothes, so I can buy clothes half price at the thrift store. They're not the best. I look like the Jolly Green Giant. Why? They make 3/4 length pants. I look stupid. I don't care. All the people are younger than me. Okay, so now, another place you can get free clothes is when a swap meet is ready to close, because that's one of my jobs. I sell at the swap meet. I'm not going now because I don't want to buy more stuff because I don't want to spend money. But when I go, if I sell something on a swap meet or eBay, I want to replace that. You know, I buy very low, I replace the item, and then, you know, I have a little profit. But when the thrift or when the swap meet's closing, you can get the stuff people leave free. I've seen ladies getting their kids' school clothes that way. I was there one day. And like I didn't know anything. So like I got trunkfuls of clothes. And there was this guy and he goes, "Here, get this coat." I go, "Why?" He goes, "Because it's your size." Because at that time I didn't realize you want to get coats and sweaters. I bought these like luxury item sweaters very cheap. And one of the ladies, because you get to know everybody, came by and it was freezing. She goes, "How much?" I go, $1. And she put the sweater and she looked so pretty. I was so happy. Okay, so clothes. Now think about this. Things are getting real crappy. You don't have a vehicle. How about a U-Haul? They're not that cheap. But they're cheaper than an apartment. and some people don't want to share rooms. I've had a couple people ask me if I wanted to rent a room. So if you did want to save money, you could rent a room. I have eBay stuff all over the house. Okay, or you can lease a car. If you have decent credit, you can lease a car for $200 a month. I think it'd be better to buy a car, try to get a bigger car, an SUV cheap. But the SUVs lease can be pretty cheap. So, okay, so now you're saying to yourself, well, where would I go if I was living in a car? I mean, I've said that to myself. Libraries, my big joy is I could go to the library when I retired. And I was coming out of the library one night, and one of the Instagram followers posted her tea party. I go, oh, that's for me. And I got a bunch of books, and it's so fun. Starbucks is good. Barnes and Nobles, McDonald's. Okay, here we have so many McDonald's. You could go one for breakfast, one for lunch, and one for dinner, and one for a snack. Okay, shopping centers. I used to walk up there. The gym. Okay, if I was homeless, you have the option in a gym of a plan that gives you access to more than one gym. But if you take one gym and you get the basic package, it's like $10 a month. And you can take a shower there. YMCA. Now the YMCA is nice. They have restrooms, they have pools, they have a gym, they have various social services and stuff that you're entitled to. Also, out here, you know, we have, what is that, Salvation Army. If you're really broke, I think you can get the meals free. Churches, now there's churches Saturday and Sunday, and then they have activities. I was doing that for a while. My friend goes, you're so cheap. I go, it's not that. They have activities every night. It was fun. I was doing Bible study, you guys. Okay, so what we're doing really is we can either be miserable and sit in the house. I don't want to lower my standard of living. I want to be out of my house for the peak hours of utilities, basically. I don't want to sit in my house and freeze, but I don't want to spend money on utilities either, but you do have to. So now what I'm doing, and you guys are going to see me do it, you go, you are crazy. It's like the criminals. You have to do it. You can't play it out in your mind. That's not going to work. Pretend you don't have any budget. You don't have any money, or budget $50 a week for everything, like the Scientologists. I have been trying to do that, and I fly out of control, and I spend $65 in one day. I wouldn't be good in the Sea Org. But they get food and they get shelter. It's doable. I'm trying to do it. All right, so I am getting better though, I'll tell you that. One thing is the McDonald's prepaid cards. So I gave myself a budget of $20 a week. So I can get hamburgers, I can get Cokes. That doesn't cost. I have $26 left on my card. So at the beginning of the week, I just put $20 on. And another thing is buy gas first. So if you were living in your car, you definitely want to buy your gas first, because I was watching these videos and one of their big issues is running out of gas. And I can see how it happens. I really can. Okay, they're saying this year at Christmas, people are giving gift cards. I thought, yeah, that's a good idea, but why bother with cards? Just give cash. Okay, I am trying to grow food, and I will show you what I grew. I didn't grow it. So these onion tops could come in handy. I was telling them at the gym, and I cracked up today. I am getting strong, you guys. I went into my backyard. I shoveled all the dirt out of to one end of my, like about this deep, my dirt to one side. Remember Hurricane Hillary? The storm drains were full of dirt, so I threw it over my fence like a crazy nut going, this dirt will come in handy. And I shoveled it all over the backyard, and I thought, you know, I am definitely stronger. I can recommend the, you know, I'm wondering how many of these conditions as you get older are just simply loss of muscle mass. If you take it easy and you get a good gym like I did, you can do it. One of the men that goes there, I go, I can really see you shaped up. There's several of us that go at the same time, and one of the young girls, I thought, wow. Okay, so I'm getting my garden going. I'm trying the year-round garden. So here is, these are some seeds, bell pepper seeds. I harvested these wild squash and these tomatoes, and I'm hoping maybe some of the tomatoes might sprout. We'll see what happens. And so what I did is I put, and there's soybean seeds in this one. Soybean seeds, tomatoes, and peppers. And so then I'll just get a wet paper towel and put it over this and see if I can sprout them. And then they say you can grow cherry tomatoes year round.